Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to the Veg Momma. Today we're going to show you how to make vegan enchiladas.
Yay!
So you'll need 4 cloves of garlic, about 2 or 1 medium-sized onion or 2 small onions, 1 large potato, 1 cup of frozen corn, 1.5 cups of carrots. This is a cup of cilantro, which we're gonna split. 1 whole red, yellow bell pepper, and these are 5 plum tomatoes. You could use about 4 to 5 plums of tomatoes. If you want, you can actually use canned tomatoes, but I didn't have any diced canned tomatoes, so I just used plum tomatoes. And for your spices, it's all put together, but this is 1/3 of a cup of flour with 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika for the flavors. This is going to be for our sauce, so we put that aside, okay? So I just heated up my my pot here. You're also going to need rice. You can use whatever rice you want. I have white rice cooked, so that's what I'm. Now my pot is nice and hot. I'm going to add my oil. You can use vegetable oil, coconut oil, whatever oil you like. I'm using avocado oil today. Just change it up a bit. So this is about 2 tablespoons. So now our onion is sizzling. We're going to add the whole thing of onions. Now once your onion starts to get a little bit translucent, I like to add my potatoes because they do take a little bit of time to cook. Just add my potatoes, frying it up a bit. Then once the potatoes start to get a little tender, that's when I'll add my garlic. You can start flavoring your food. I'm just adding a little bit of salt to this. Once your potato gets a little, starts sticking to the bottom of the pot, it means it's kind of starting to release the starch and it's starting to get tender. You can add your garlic. Okay, now I'm going to add my tomatoes. And carrots. And first. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more salt. I'm gonna add some spices. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin. I'm gonna add some chili powder. And we're gonna do like a 1/4 teaspoon chili powder. A little paprika. Okay. I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of sofrito to add an extra boost of flavor. And if you want to learn how to make a sofrito, you can watch my sofrito video. It's about a 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup. So you're just going to let your tomatoes and the peppers and the carrots kind of cook through. So we'll just cover it, help speed up the process. About 5 minutes. You want to check on it every 5 minutes or so. So now I'm just adding more flavor, a little more salt. You can taste your food as you go along. I added a little more cumin, a little more chili powder. Just taste your food as you're cooking it, you know. See what needs, what flavors. I'm going to cover it for like another 5 minutes. And then that's when I'm going to add my, I'm going to add brown crumbles and black beans. So it's up to you. If you don't like to use soy, you can leave it out. You can add chickpeas and black beans, or you could do like black beans and lentils or something. Okay, so once the vegetables have been cooked through, you're gonna add the crumbles. Because, like I've said it before, whenever I cook with crumbles, it tends to dry out the food just because there's no fat and it just absorbs everything. I like to add a little vegetable. Do a half a cup first. Now I'm gonna add the black beans. So now I'm also gonna add 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 2 and 3. I'm adding my corn too. So we're gonna take half of this, about a half a cup, and just put it. After you've added all your ingredients, you're just gonna cover it for 10 minutes, checking on it every so often. Your potatoes have cooked through, and your carrots and all your veggies have cooked through. You can add your rice, but I'm gonna add a little bit of lime.
2 squirts?
2 squirts. So now I just added 3 cups of cooked rice.
Be careful. Be careful.
Once it's all mixed in, you're gonna just set it aside and then we'll work on the sauce. Okay, for the sauce, you're gonna heat up your pan to medium heat. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. So once your pan's heated up, you're gonna add quarter cup of tomato paste. And your flour. Yep. Once it's cooked through, you're gonna add about 3.5 cups of vegetable broth. You're gonna bring this to a boil, and once it brings to a boil, you're gonna let it simmer. So now that your sauce has thickened, depending on how you like your consistency, then you can flavor it, add more salt, less salt, more paprika, less, just add a little more, a little less spices, depending on how you like your sauce. So I'm tasting it and it's delicious. So I'm all done. Take it off the heat, and I'm gonna just put my oven to preheat it at 350, and I'm gonna start stuffing my tortillas. I'm using 12 corn tortillas. I'm gonna need like this is 9 by 13 pan. Just oil it, which I'm just gonna stuff them and roll them, just like that. You could use bigger tortillas if you want. I just like these. Now I'm gonna put my sauce over my stuffed enchiladas. Just gonna pour the sauce right over. So once you've done putting the sauce on, you're gonna add your vegan cheese. Now we're gonna put it in the oven for half an hour at 350 degrees until your cheese melts. So once your cheese is nice and melted, or somewhat melted, just like that, you can eat it with some avocado slices and ready to eat. Simple ingredients and delicious. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye. Bye.